Gen 5 of My Little Pony is officially out on Netflix, and today I want to speculate on what the heck happened to divide the Pegasus, unicorns, and Earth ponies. Hey guys, Yo McGann, and this is the Fangirl, where I have the joy of talking about all the greatest loves of my life. And My Little Pony is definitely one of those things. I've been with the show and toy line since G1, and since my life flipped on its head in July, I've been rebuying a lot of ponies for my inner child. Seriously, I've been rescuing some super damaged cuties and making them as nice as I can. Pro tip, it's good therapy if you need something to keep you busy. Anyways, Netflix recently released My Little Pony: A New Generation, and I expect we'll be seeing a series before too long. But before you watched A New Generation, I hope all of you guys watched Friendship is Magic first, because if you aren't at least vaguely aware of how Equestria magic works, the entire A New Generation movie gets confusing with all the things they neglect to explain, like where alicorns come from. And we are definitely in the same canon universe as Friendship is Magic, because the main six are referenced as living hundreds of years ago. Although that does make Gen 5 really depressing, because now we have to accept that all of our beloved ponies are dead. Geez, I hope no children are out there watching my bleak adult self talk about dead ponies. Sorry if you're out there, chibis. But to do a brief recap of the film, we meet Sunny, the orange earth pony who admires the taboo unicorns and Pegasus. Pegasuses? Oh well, you know what I mean. But everyone in Maritime Bay, where Sunny lives, is horrified of the other two pony types, and they even make special gear so that the earth ponies can protect themselves from unicorns enslaving their brains, or the Pegasi dive bombing you by surprise. Everyone is terrified, and that terror does go all ways. The Pegasus ponies have their own fears and stereotypes, and so do the unicorns. So everyone's afraid of everyone up in here. But then, Izzy the unicorn wanders into Maritime Bay, and she makes friends with Sunny, who quickly learns that unicorns cannot use magic any longer. Which, again, if you followed Friendship is Magic, they had a similar issue in the Season 8 finale, School Raise. So Izzy and Sunny go to Zephyr Heights, the nearby town for flappy horses, and they make friends with the princesses Pip and Zip, and then discover that no one can fly anymore either. Then, by reuniting a 3-piece magic crystal, magic and flight returns to all the ponies. Then, Sunny transforms into an alicorn, presumably becoming the new Princess of Friendship like Twilight Sparkle used to be. Really, my review might not sound so great because I'm sick and congested, but I adore this movie, and it is so cute with such catchy songs. Go give it a shot if you haven't already. And if you haven't, why are you here with all the spoilers? Run! But what I really want to know is, how did all 3 of the pony types get so divided? Well, again, Friendship is Magic offers us the answer we need to fill in that gap. In the Season 9 series finale episodes, particularly the 2-parter, The Ending of the End, we see Queen Chrysalis disguised as a unicorn, and she's whispering in the other unicorns' ears that the Earth ponies are hoarding food and how that's going to make such a negative impact on the rest of them. And pretty soon, with very little effort, all 3 pony factions are distrustful of each other and trying to segregate themselves. So, with ponies in A New Generation owning companies that profiteer off of people's fear and ignorance, it's really not hard to imagine that the same type of issues popped up again after Twilight Sparkle left her throne, which raises a lot of other questions because the alicorns do not seem to pass away. They live for hundreds of years, so maybe that's something the series is going to cover. Maybe Twilight is out there in hiding somewhere, or frozen as a statue, who knows? Friendship is Magic love to put things in statues. But for whatever reason, alicorn rulers don't seem to exist any longer by the time A New Generation starts, and that void of having a pony that represents all 3 factions would make it very easy for the ponies to start dividing themselves again. I'm not sure how the whole crystal thing came into play with, hey, we've got 3 parts of this crystal representing all 3 parts of ponydom, so let's put them together and magic comes comes back. I don't recall seeing that in Friendship is Magic, but they had so many weird artifacts that popped up. Who's to say I didn't miss something? Or who's to say that later on, some ponies didn't end up enchanting some crystals with magic somehow? Maybe as a unification ceremony after the death of Twilight Sparkle? Maybe that's where her powers went and then she passed away? I don't know, it's a mystery. Again, hopefully we'll get a series soon and that will give us more lore with all these hundreds of years between Friendship is Magic and A New Generation, and then I will be so happy to start deep diving into that, but right now we just don't have enough clues. But it does make sense that over time, without a princess to guide them, all the ponies separated and started to distrust those who were different from themselves. I mean, hey, as humans, we do that constantly. We do it by countries, by states, by cities, heck, even by schools. Go Tigers! Warriors are no good! Boo! So it is really easy. It is pretty much societal nature to fall into these us versus them mentalities. And that theory was remarkably short, so let's take another minute to talk about Sunny's dad, Argyle Starshine. There seems to be a lot to him that the movie didn't get into. He is the only Earth pony who believes that the Pegasus and Unicorn can be friends, not enemies. He also has a journal with Twilight Sparkle's cutie mark on it, or rump mark for you G1ies like me, and he's wearing a necklace that strongly resembles Spike's Ambassador of Friendship medallion from the series finale. Plus, look at his hair. I have a strong feeling that he's a descendant of Twilight Sparkle. Now, as far as we know, by the end of Friendship is Magic, Twilight has no boyfriend, no spouse, or even any real romantic interest. But it's not impossible to think that she eventually met some pony. Similarly, we also have Princess Cadence and Twilight Sparkle's brother, Shining Armor. And we see their baby Flurry Heart born in the series, so we do know that, at the very least. Twilight Sparkle has a niece who could have gone on to have babies herself, and on until we reach Argyle. And then Argyle ended up inheriting all of Twilight Sparkle's teachings. Although, I don't think any of the My Little Pony franchise has clarified what exactly happens when two different pony species reproduce. Like, could a Pegasus and a unicorn make an alicorn? Or would that baby have to have wings or a horn, but not both? Assuming it's one or the other, it's not impossible to imagine that Argyle could be an Earth pony who has a great-great-great-grandmother or grand aunt who is a unicorn. I'm sure the bitter bronies will come correct me if I miss something, but I like the idea of Argyle having some kind of blood ties to Twilight Sparkle. And because he has that connection, he attempts to carry on her legacy through kindness, love, and friendship. It kind of fits. The only other thing I could speculate on right now are the glowing hoof prints we see at the end of A New Generation. But again, I have an inkling that a full series will be out soon, so I want to leave the door open to talk about that when it releases. So you guys know the drill, right? It might not be reality, but theories are more fun. Well, family members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, "Hey McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that?" Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Family. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Family and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share one or two on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos like you helps to tell the site, hey, this is a good video, we should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, family members. Bye.